Hello boys and girls, this is Mrs. Florzak, and today's snippet is about inserting a table into your document. As you can see, I have a document here started already, and I'm going to do a table for a snack sale. Right here, my alignment is in the center, as you could see, and I could insert a table right here. I am going to need 4 columns. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to need 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all I have to do is just click right here. It shows 4 by 5. And there's my table. Now I'm going to create every good table I should say, would have a heading. So here because I have to understand how things are organized and why they're organized. So here I'm going to put name because I'm talking about the name of a student. I'm going to push the tab button to easily get me to the next field and type snack. That's what snack the student will bring. The total count of how many they have to bring of that snack and what we think we're going to charge the people. So I'm going to say cost, and I'm going to have that in cents. This way, if I put my unit of measure there, it's very easy to list everything. Here, I'm going to start populating my table. Joe, I push the tab key to get here, and pretzels. He's going to bring pretzels. He needs to bring 24 of those, and it's going to cost 50 cents a piece. If I push the tab key, it gets me to the next field. John is going to bring brownies. He's going to bring 48 of those brownies, and they're also going to be 50 cents a piece. Mary is going to bring fruit roll-ups. She's going to bring 50 of those, and they're going to be sold for 30 cents a piece. And Sue is going to bring juice boxes. Oops. 48 of those, and they're going to be 50 cents a piece. Now there's lots of things you can do with tables. You could use all of your alignment tools. So let's say I want the names, or let's say the total count. I want that to be in the center. So I highlighted it by dragging and dropping, and I come over here and look for my icon that says center, and voila, there you go. My total count is right in the middle. Sometimes it's a little easier on the eyes to see these things in the middle, like the center, or left align. Here I want to make cost, and this column, I want to make this right align. Now I'm going to teach you a quick trick, which I love using. Instead of dragging and dropping, like we did here to highlight a bunch of things, I'm going to click right here in front of the C, and then I'm going to hold the shift button. There's 2 shift buttons. I'm going to hold one of those shift buttons down on the keyboard, and I'm going to click at the very end of where I want to do that. Now, why am I getting that weird? Let me see. I'm going to hold the shift down and click right here, and see how it grabs all the data? That is a quick way, easy way, instead of dragging and dropping. And sometimes some students, their words get like mixed up and mumble jumbled, if you want to call it that. So it's just a quick and neat and clean way to highlight a bunch of things. So now what I want to do is come up here to my alignment tools. Remember, I got there from more in this case, and here's right align. So there you go, everything's to the right. Now sometimes some columns might go to the next, like this might go to the next line, or I just might want to clean this up a little bit. See how I could take my cursor, my mouse, my pointing device, and if I move it here, right here on the line, it looks like that. It's like a double line with arrows on each side. If I click and I drag it over, I could change the size of my columns or my rows. See how I did that? So if I do that, let's see what happens if I take this one and move it over, and this one and move it over, and this one and move it over. Let's just see what happens. See how I had this whole table? I started with the center alignment. It automatically puts it right in the center for me. So I don't have to play around and space it out. That's the beauty of the alignment tool. And when you create the table, it just knows where to pop things into place. All right, so moving on, here I could use all my wonderful tools. If I highlight and I make these words bold so they stand out better, I could change the font on all this. Now, instead of dragging and dropping all the way like that, I'm going to use my little trick. I'm going to click right here from Joe, and I'm going to hold the shift key down, and I'm going to click the, I don't know why it's doing that. That's weird. Click right there, hold the shift key down, and click right there. And it highlights everything. Now I'm going to go and change the text. Let me change the font to shadows into light. That's kind of cool looking. And I'm going to change the, why I still have it highlighted, why not? Let's go change the size of that font. Oh, look at that. Let's make it a little bigger for fun. That's cool, right? All right. And let's just change our title for fun because we love changing our fonts and sizes and bold. Maybe we'll underline it. How's that? Okay. So there you go. That is our quick snippet on inserting a table. Now, one other thing I want to point out to you, just in case you didn't notice, all the way up here it says table. This might come in handy because maybe at some point we might want to insert a row above or below or a column, or delete a row, or even delete a table for that matter. So let's just try that really fast. Here I'm going to highlight this row. This is row, and these things that go up and down are columns. Think about columns like you would see in the front of a house. There's these big pillars or columns. But here's a row, and you have to highlight it first. And then I'm going to come up to table, and I'm going to say insert row below. And there you go. And so this way I could populate this row. And if I wanted to delete it, I could just highlight this, table, delete row. And there you go. So there you go, boys and girls. There's our snippet on how to insert a table into your document. Good luck. Bye-bye.